every time you talk to a marketing agency or something, it's like, now you can't just do this for, 3 to 6 months. You got to do this for a year or two to see some results. And it's like, I my second year of business, we did $2 million. Why is it the first year we did 1.5? Why does this take? No, it doesn't take that long. You just drag your feet so you can keep milking the tit. So it's like, no, I don't
There's
like
a,
marketing that much. And I know both of you come from that arena. It's just the problem is when you're in my shoes and you look at the kind of people that run businesses that we run, we are the easiest to take advantage of. We are low hanging fruit. We are the prey of that world, and we are so easy to be manipulated to say, damn it, I know it's going to cost me, 50 grand a year, and I got to do it for a couple years before I'm even want to see anything. And then you're into this company for $100,000 and they've done nothing. So I'm pretty passionate in the opposite direction. And same with Jonah. Obviously, he feels a similar way. It's just it's so easy to get took. Because how would a guy like me even oversight that? If you don't know how to do it yourself, you can't oversight it.
I mean, my one big takeaway here is like, if you do go for that or if you are hiring somebody currently, like, demand for report and statistics of their performance and what they're doing. Like, anybody can say, hey, I'm giving you X amount of backlinks, and I'm updating your metadata, and I'm doing schema markup, and I'm doing functional or technical SEO. Like, how the hell is Scott going to know what that means? Like, or how the hell is anybody going to know what that means if they're
I
not
have no clue
trained
what
in
any of that.
it? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's so easy for people to get taken advantage of. So if you're working with somebody, ask for proof. I think it's important to, data doesn't lie. So ask for that. They can't manipulate Google Analytics. They can't manipulate Lucky Orange or HubSpot. Like, if your CRM set up correctly, you should be able to see your lead source. And if it's not going up and your rankings aren't going up in your local markets, then you're probably not getting what you're paid for.
Yeah, it's tough because in some markets, hyper competitive. So when I ran my agency, we got really good results for a bunch of companies, including John, my co-founder's company when we first started. Got them right up to the top of Google within a reasonable amount of time. Got pretty quick results, like within the first few months. But then, it took maybe a year to get them, year and a half to get them up into the top spot. But like, we got him there. We got him there in time. And in the meantime, like, we got enough good rankings that he was able to get leads out of it. And then we took the exact same thing that I did for John. And this is when I was trying to scale my marketing agency. I started selling it to other contractors, and it worked really well. It got some ones so that was in Athens, Georgia, and then Augusta, Georgia. We worked with some contractors, got good results there too with the same formula. And then we got somebody in Atlanta and did the exact same thing, same price point, same volume of work, everything the same. Didn't move them at all. They were with us for about 5 months, and then they canceled, and understandably, because they saw no results. And it's just because part of the problem is, like, SEO is a zero sum game. There are 10 spots. And so if you have 10 companies in a market that are all spending massive amounts of money on actual good SEO, you're gonna either have to match. It's not about matching their spend, because like, where you spend the money matters. Like, some SEO companies will take you for a ride and some won't. But in our case, like, we did the exact same work that crushed it in all these other markets that I know was making a difference. It just didn't matter because everybody on, like, everyone, I think we got them maybe at the bottom of the first page, but like, that bottom of the first page does not get you leads. And it's just like, it was not. So I say that it's kind of like a devil's advocate. There is the market that you're in makes a massive impact on how much SEO is required. Now, that being said, you should expect to see some kind of results every month. And if you're not, don't keep spending the money. Like, I was disappointed as the agency owner when that company quit, but I was understanding of it, because I was like, yeah, I mean, I would quit too. you paid us, they think they paid us for four months. And I think before we renewed on the 5th month, they canceled. In 4 months, they got basically nothing out of it. And that's, like I said, we were doing the exact same thing that won elsewhere. So the market does have a big impact. I don't know. Let's just play devil's advocate on that. Scott, do you have thoughts?
Let me give you a good takeaway from that. Yeah, let me give you a good takeaway from that. At the end of the day, here's the whole point that needs to be absorbed by everybody is understand your market first. Before you go spending money advertising as a business owner, you need to understand the market you're in. I'm in these little tiny pockets of Appalachia that don't matter. I don't even spend money on SEO, and I rank top 3. We just work on Google reviews and responding to Google reviews. And not to say we've never done SEO. We've got a killer website, but I don't think Jonah has invested much time into SEO at this point. And we're ranking everywhere we're at. But my goals of going to Columbus, Ohio, similar to an Atlanta, Georgia, I would say fairly similar in size. I have zero interest in doing any SEO work at all. None. I'll never be I'll never be relevant whatsoever on organic Google in Columbus, Ohio. There's companies that are 30 plus years in business, 50 plus years in business, 2,000 reviews, like good freaking luck. And they're also spending 10 grand a month on SEO or more. I'm not spending 10. I can do a lot with 10 grand that will get me leads, but that 10 grand a month is not going to rank me. Even if I spent the 10 grand, it's not going to rank me because these guys are spending that much. Plus, they've been there forever. They have the reviews. They have all these great things. It's just not going to. They have a physical location in downtown Columbus. There's all these factors that factor in. Understand the market you're in before you advertise. One of my key marketing pieces in my area is still FM radio. I understand my market. I know what my customers do, and I understand how they buy and where they shop, and I know radio is still very effective in my market. There's a lot of markets that it don't mean shit, but understand your market before you spend your money advertising.
Yeah, that's a really good takeaway. It's really, really good takeaway. To circle back to the original question about those emails and cold calls you get about how your website's the SEO is broken or something. I think if an agency is reaching out to you that way, that agency is garbage. That agency is essentially, you should not sign on with any of those agencies that are going to take you for a ride. To circle back on that, like you can pretty much write off any agency that reaches out to you that way. I like what you were saying, Jonah. It's like, if you're worried about your SEO, like if you're actually concerned, don't respond to those emails. Go find an SEO agency that's reputable in your area. And then, that has reviews, that has worked with people that, and then go ask them to do an audit. They'll happily do an audit, but they're also not the ones that are typically not going to reach out to you that way.
Most of them will do it free of charge just for the opportunity to bid the service for you. I mean, for me, it takes my team 3 hours to do an audit.